Monday, April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. We're never short of a few clowns in this city. Gotham City. It's a city without hope. It's a wasteland. I've been at it for close to a year now. Still fighting. Still pushing. Pushing against the tide. Sometimes, I feel I'm only making it worse, but I can't stop. I just can't. The criminals of this city don't know me, but they will.
We have a 1065 armed robbery at Gotham National Bank. Suspect is 5'10" with dark hair and dark clothing. The suspect was last seen escaping on foot.
The bank robber runs down a dark alley, making his escape. Batman flies down from the darkness and lands on the watery floor, stopping the bank robber dead in his tracks. The Dark Knight stands as the burglar beholds him in his fantastical batsuit. The thief points his gun at Batman's chest and fires a round of shots. However, the bullets simply deflect off the hero's body. The criminal throws the gun to the ground and imprudently attacks Batman. Rigorous punches and kicks are thrown from both assailants, while Batman clearly has the advantage.
What in God's name are you?
I am the Knight. I'm your worst fear. I am vengeance.
Freeze! Oh, it's you again. You got him? Goodness gracious, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
I can't stand criminal scum.
Likewise. That's why I became a cop.
I'm just trying to help.
I know that. And trust me, we need all the help we can get. Crime in Gotham City is just non-stop, but we need your help with something much bigger right now.
What is it?
Another cop has been murdered. The police chief was just found in his home. These murders have got to be connected.
Explain.
2 in their home, 1 in their vehicle, all gunshots. Definitely the same person. That's 3 cops now.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Do you have any leads?
We still have no leads on the first 2 murders, but on this one, we've got DNA at the crime scene.
Do you have a name?
Doug Thomas, an inmate at Arkham Asylum.
How is that possible?
He was released about a month ago.
That's when the murders began.
Exactly.
All right. I'm going in.
Where?
Arkham Asylum. Batman walks down a dark corridor in Arkham Asylum, a psychiatric hospital in Gotham that houses the criminally insane. The in-house doctor, Dr. Alyce Sinner, greets him.
Mr. Vengeance, is it? I know that some call you the Batman. Listen, your cooperation with our facility is greatly appreciated. You know that you are always welcome here, as long as you respect our patients.
They're not patients. They're maniacs.
Once upon a time, maybe. But here at Arkham, we rehabilitate. We cure people.
Call it what you want, Doctor. I'm here for the clown.
Right. This is Lyle. He will escort you.
Batman, always a pleasure. You know, I'm your biggest fan. You're doing what the cops have always failed to do.
And what's that?
Putting bad guys behind bars. If only you were around 10 years ago. We could have used you back then, too. Please, go easy on him this time. I don't feel like cleaning up any blood tonight.
Aw, poor Betsy. You miss me?
Not a chance.
Oh, you need me then, don't you?
Yes, An inmate was in the cell next to you until a month ago. Then all of a sudden, cops start dying. 3 of them now.
Oh, yes. Doug Thomas. He really lost his mind, didn't he?
This is more your crime than his. I know it.
You give me too much credit.
Just tell me where he is, or I'll...
You'll what? Beat it out of me? When has that ever worked? Don't waste my time, Batman. Come on. You love a good mystery, don't you? Just play my little game, and I'll tell you where she is.
What do you mean, she?
Would you rather find Doug Thomas or save a little girl?
What little girl?
Are you gonna play my little game or what? After all, there's a little girl crying in the dark, slowly running out of oxygen, crying little girl prayers, crying for a hero.
All right, I'll play.
Ooh, what fun. You first.
Doug Thomas was a patient here. He was in the cell next to yours. You influenced him somehow, even though you're both isolated.
Did you know that Thomas was a sailor? He was a few ships shy of a fleet. Oh, but that Doug Thomas, he was a Navy man.
Morse code. That's how you communicated. You tap on the wall, and he tapped back on his side.
Bravo! It's amazing you figured that out. He wasn't exactly a barrel of fun, but we tap, tap, tap away on those long winter evenings. So, we made up the rules for our little game.
What game?
I'd pick the date, and they'd release him just in time. It's funny that they thought they cured him. He was easy to convince, too. He's quite timid. Mama's boy, you know. His mom always wanted a little girl. So I said, why don't you send her one then?
Tell me where she is, now.
No matter how much it rains, I never get any wetter. What am I?
Water. She's running out of air. She's underwater. Gotham Harbor.
See? I knew you'd get it. She's by the ferry, in the trunk of a car. Better hurry. High tide's in 20 minutes.
You better not be lying.
I'm not.
Batman leaves in a hurry and races to Gotham Harbor where the ferry is. He is surprised to find the deck is filled with over a dozen armed men ready to take on the hero. Batman pulls a smoke bomb from his belt and launches it onto the deck of the ferry. The smoke masks his entrance as he leaps onto the ferry. He begins taking down man after man as they are lost in the smoke. Moving quickly and vigorously, the Dark Knight punches his way through until every man is down. The hero then dives into the harbor. He peers through the cold water, looking for a car. He notices the car in the depths of the water and swims quickly towards it. Using his brute force, he pulls the trunk open. Inside, a young girl wearing an oxygen mask is fearfully holding on to life, not knowing when each breath might be her last. To Batman's relief, she's still alive. He rescues her and brings her to safety.
So, what happened to finding the maniac that killed my men?
This was a diversion. I had to do something. Otherwise, the little girl would be dead. Whoever's behind this knows what they're doing.
Then who is behind this? Is it Doug Thomas? Did he kidnap the girl and kill the police chief?
The Joker is involved. He influenced Doug Thomas to do this. But something just doesn't feel right.
I just don't know why this guy is after Gotham PD.
Me neither. But I'm going to find out.
Thank you. Detective Vargas, you got something?
Kinda. It's just this Thomas guy. I can't find anything on who picked him up the day he was released, and where he went. No relatives, nothing.
This just keeps getting better and better.
It's almost like he never left the asylum.
He had to have. We have his DNA all over the crime scene.
We'll get to the bottom of it, sir.
We better. God only knows who's next. If you find something, I'll be in my office. Oh, you can't show up here like this, man. We gotta find a better place to meet.
It's about the cop murders.
Please tell me you got something. My guys, they've got nothing.
I hacked Arkham Asylum systems. Something is amiss. Take a look at this file.
Doug Thomas is deceased?
Yes. According to their real records, he died in his cell the day before they reported his release. Suicide.
But why lie? And how was this DNA found all over the crime scene?
That's what we need to find out.
So someone else is behind this, but it must be someone from
Arkham.
Blast! I'll set up a meeting with Dr. Alyce and get to the bottom of this.
I want in.
No. Keep your distance. I need to handle this.
There's more to this crime. More than we can see. As I examine evidence, documents, and forensics, I remember a voice from yesterday.
If only you were around 10 years ago. We could have used you back then, too.
I feel like I'm on the brink of a revelation. 10 years ago, dead cops, little girl, in the trunk of a car, the Joker. Computer, show me murder cases from 10 years ago. Any involving a young girl. Dear God. I've got to get back to Arkham before Gordon does.
Dr. Alyce.
Lieutenant Gordon, what can I do for you?
Public records show that your patient, Doug Thomas, was released. But I have intel that's telling me a different story. You want to tell me the truth?
I'm not sure what you're implying.
Drop the act. Doug Thomas committed suicide in his cell just a day before you reported his release. It's no wonder why not a single one of my men can find him. Why lie about his death?
Listen, this hospital is supposed to be in the business of rehabilitating the criminally insane, and every time we fail to do so, then it further implicates our incompetence. I know we don't have the greatest success rate, and that's why I lied. I couldn't bear the thought of our hospital being shut down.
You can't cheat the system, Doctor. Your dishonesty has gravely impeded our efforts.
Joker? Is that you?
Dr. Alyce, What's going on here?
Just then, the Joker appears, smashing a club into Gordon's head, knocking him unconscious.
Joker, what are you doing?
Oh, you know, just making my grand escape and killing everyone who's in my way. Are you in my way, Dr. Alyce?
No, but I am.
Oh boy.
Game over, Joker. Dr. Alyce runs away, terrified, as Gordon begins to wake up, reeling from the pain. The Joker then swings his weapon at the Dark Knight, which he quickly grabs and then beats him to a bloody pulp. After subduing the madman, he begins dragging him away. The hero looks over at Gordon as he lays on the floor, reeling. I'll be back for you, Gordon. I've just got some trash to take out. Batman exits, violently hauling away a badly beaten Joker. Gordon is slowly getting up, still bewildered by the Joker's assault. Lyle Bolton, the guard from earlier, suddenly appears. He sees Gordon struggling to get up and offers to help him up by holding out his hand.
Thanks.
Save it, you scum.
What's going on?
Lyle's demeanor drastically changes as he punches Gordon right in the face, sending him sprawling to the floor.
You don't remember? Perhaps you remember my daughter. 10 years ago, she was murdered, and your department failed to rescue her. That's why a masked vigilante had to come along and do your job for you.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and the many others that sat back and did nothing. It's because of you that my daughter is gone.
You're the one that's behind all this. You killed my cops, and you planted the evidence incriminating a dead man to throw us off.
And don't forget about the little girl I stuffed in the trunk of a car. And who was it that saved her? Oh, that's right, the Batman. Not you, not the police.
You'll never get away with this.
Yes, I will. I outsmarted every one of you lousy cops. I even got the Joker to help me in exchange for letting him out of his cage.
Gordon reaches for his gun and quickly realizes it's not in its holster.
Looking for this?
Lyle brandishes Gordon's gun, revealing he must have taken it while pretending to help him up. Then Gordon's expression turns to fear.
I have vowed to avenge those who failed to protect my daughter. I've already got 3 of them, and now you're next.
Lyle prepares to fire his gun at Gordon, while Batman rushes in. No, Lyle fires, but the Caped Crusader reaches Gordon just in time, taking the bullet for him, which knocks him to the floor. Gordon reacts quickly, and with a swift punch to the face, he knocks Lyle out cold. Then he rushes to Batman's aid.
You all right, man?
I'm fine.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
I thought I told you to keep your distance. You figured it out, didn't you?
I should have seen it sooner. Lyle Bolton blamed Gotham PD for his daughter's death 10 years ago. This was his vengeance.
Right. He was targeting the cops that worked the case. Looks like I gotta call in backup. You should probably get going.
Tuesday, April 2nd. How much longer can I endure? How much longer can I do this? Lyle is just one of many to come. Every day, people are terrorized, robbed, murdered. How can I possibly help them all? I can't. But the more I fight, the more I push back, the more I strive. They will know me. They will know my name. I am vengeance.